it completely cured my depression.
Tam benefity jak pro tělo, tak pro hlavu.
It's amazing because after that I feel so much more alive.
Oh, I would definitely recommend start doing cold exposure.
And when you do that repeatedly, you become stronger.
Bylo to strašný.
So basically, why the fuck would you do this?
Welcome to the first video. I'm so glad to be doing this finally. Basically, this is a channel where I want to give my experience, show my experience with stuff that has helped me personally in my life so far. Stuff about curing my depression, helping me become more social, and basically stuff around that. So, anyway, in this video, what I'll be talking about is cold exposure. Yes, cold showers, going into cold rivers, lakes, whatever, walking outside in less clothes, being more accustomed to the cold, changing your relationship to the cold. So what I'll be talking about now, in a while, we're gonna go to the lake, right? And after I get out, I'm just gonna tell you straightforward the benefits, why you should do it, and my specific experience. And definitely stay tuned to the end of the video, because I will show some videos of my friends that have been doing it with me, that I turned to the dark side of cold exposure, and hopefully I'll do the same with you guys. See you later. Let's go.
You're watching this right now, seeing me. I didn't used to be like this, okay? I used to have like a bad relationship with cold. I used to put on tons of clothes, and I'm like, you have to relax in the cold. You start enjoying it. So basically, why the fuck would you do this? Why the hell would you deliberately try to suffer a couple of times per week, every day, maybe like this, right? I'm gonna talk about some of the benefits, but the main thing here, there are a lot of main stuff, but like I suppose for me, it completely cured my depression. To be completely honest and vulnerable with you, I actually used to be suicidal at one point in my life, and I was really down in life, just anxious. I developed OCDs, very depressed, and I discovered this, and it didn't cure it like immediately, but I suddenly started feeling better. I started doing more research about it, and a couple of months later, I suddenly actually feel better. I feel, now the sun has come out, it's beautiful, and it has really worked for me. And I've searched the internet a bit deeper, and I find other people getting these results. So how does it even work? So okay, let me list some stuff out. So I've been inspired by Wim Hof. He talks a lot about like your heart rate going down 24/7 if you do this. For at least 2-3 minutes, you do this, your heart rate goes down. Your stress reduces. There's less stress. That's one thing. Second, it's been proven that as you get into the water and you're there 2-3 minutes, maybe a bit longer, your dopamine, what is dopamine? Your dopamine increases by 2.5 times. What is dopamine? I'm sure you all know this. It's basically when you do something pleasurable, you get this chemical release in your brain. It's like eating a cake or getting into the sun or something nice, pleasant. It's that kind of chemical. So basically when you get out, for I don't know how many hours, but at least for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, you feel this high. It kind of strengthens and betters your mood. That's another one. The other one, are we good, camera girl?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, let's continue.
Also, I wanted to add that it's the same feeling as when you take cocaine.
It's been proven that actually as you take cocaine and some other drugs, perhaps like watching porn, whatever, your dopamine increases by twofold, times 2, right? 2x, and you get the same kind of hit by doing cold exposure. I was like, when I when I actually found out this information, I was like, what? Are you kidding me? This is incredible. I just have to propagate this further. Anyway, what else? There are so many other benefits.
Can we continue?
We can continue outside.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
For how long have you been here in the water?
I have been here for 10 minutes. Right?
Wow! Me too!
Yeah, you've outdone yourself. Very good.
Wow, it's my record.
Amazing.
That's good.
So there's this thing called noradrenaline, also known as norepinephrine, and this stuff increases as you do stuff like working out and cold exposure. This increases, and it gives you that feeling of accomplishment, right? And right, the other thing is that, and probably one of the biggest things I would say that people do it, other than that it cures depression, and that is that it strengthens you. It strengthens you in two ways. In the first way, it strengthens you physically. Now, what do I mean by that? It actually strengthens your immune system. Now, I'm not a doctor. I haven't studied the research super into detail, but I do know that when you go into the cold, you expose your body to a challenge to which it has to adapt itself. And when you do that repeatedly, you become stronger. And guess what happens then? You don't get sick. Now, to give you a bit of a perspective here, I did not get sick. No, I got sick once in the last 4 years that I've been doing this. And before, I've been sick all the time, like, I don't know how many times, all the time. I just I fucking hated the feeling of my throat, sore throat, head hurting. I said, fuck this. I don't want to feel like that. So I started doing it, and I wasn't sick at all. Maybe like once. And instead of being sick, feeling all of that for like a week or so, I had it for 2 days, not even possibly. And all the symptoms were reduced to the minimum. And that was like once perhaps. And so, yeah, the immune system, it truly is magnificent. And the second thing, some might argue, possibly even better, or on the same level at least, is it strengthens you mentally. If you go into the cold water, in the cold shower or the lake, you learn to handle stress so much better. I'm sure you've heard the expression, kind of like no pain, no gain, and you have to get out of your comfort zone to reap the benefits of what lies beyond. And as you challenge yourself in this manner, you learn to adapt in stress. You learn how to react to it differently. You ease into it. You're going into something painful. Then you get in, you realize, holy shit, I'm actually doing this and it's terrible. But you get over yourself every time. And if that's not self-development, if that's not getting better at becoming a better version of yourself and getting to know yourself better, I don't know what is.
So I am that camera woman. And I want to tell you about my experience with cold exposure. I started because someone told me that it's very nice thing to do, and I'm kind of crazy, so I decided why not. And the first time doing cold exposure, honestly for me it was terrible, and after that I got a COVID. That was in January, and it was like, how many degrees? 5?
I think it was less than 5.
Less than 5 degrees, yeah. But of course I didn't stop. It didn't stop me, and I continued doing cold exposure. Why do I personally do cold exposure? Because it really helps me to grow my mental health, and I always wanted to be a strong mentally person. So yeah, it helps me a lot to overcome myself, and honestly, like after every time I do this, I feel much stronger. Also, it helped me to deal with my stress. Now, in stressful situation, like in real life, for me, it's easier to stay calm and just solve the problem. So I would definitely recommend start doing cold exposure, at least like having cold showers for people who want to be stronger. And if you have some problems like anxiety, depression, you feel kind of weak, I would definitely recommend you to do this. So
Hello, I'm Zuzana, and I would like to share my experience with cold bathing or cold swimming. I think it's amazing because after that I feel so much more alive, so much more. And I believe that cold water has the ability or the power to wakes you up. So yeah, you are totally present in the situation. And I think it's really important when you want to change your life. So if you're from Prague, you can join us, you can join our group and try it with us. Don't be scared, you can conquer it. Bye.
Čau samé, posílám tu zprávu. No, s otužováním jsem začal primárně proto, že jsem se chtěl pokusit vystoupit ze své komfortní zóny, protože mám pocit, že mi to hodně pomůže se rozvíjet. Působilo to na mě dost děsivě v první chvíli, ale pak jsem nad tím nějak extra nepřemýšlel a prostě jsem do té vody šel. Bylo to strašný, jako strašný první šok, prostě fakt ale šel jsem i přes tu bolest a přes všechny ty pocity a bylo to pak nakonec dost dobrý. Bylo to super. A co bych tak jako doporučil ostatním je, fakt nad tím nepřemýšlejte. Prostě do toho jděte a můžete nad tím přemýšlet potom. Hlavně se toho jako nebojte, nenechte se tím strachem nějakým způsobem zastavit. To je to nejhorší, co můžete udělat.
Čau všichni, tak mám za sebou první otužování. Měl jsem skvělého mentora sama, tady tím musím moc poděkovat. A musím říct, bylo to skvělý, prostě máte tam benefity jak pro tělo, tak pro hlavu, vystupuje z komfortní zóny, je to prostě bomba, takže na nic nečekej a běž do toho.
Right. Okay. So you made it to the end. I hope this video has inspired you to take the action necessary to where you want to get to, whether it be with your physical health, with your mental health, with a combination of the benefits that I've listed. That said, if you have a lake, a river that's clean, obviously, nearby, take advantage of that. Do that. But if you don't, that's completely fine. And if you've got a clean pool, obviously do that. But if not, that's okay. Just take cold showers every day, preferably, every morning, 2-3 minutes, whatever in the evening. If not, a couple of times, 3-4 times a week, that's fine. Do that. And yeah, just start. Do some more research, get more into it and just try it. Just try it and you'll see the results that it will have for you. Mentally, physically, spiritually, mood-wise. Yeah, you'll get into a completely new world. Go for it. And for those that live in Prague, my fellow Czech friends, you are more than welcome to DM me, send me an email. You can find me on Instagram as Life's Melody, life_s_melody. DM me, send me an email, whatever. If you've got any questions, I will be more than glad to answer those. And if you want to join me and my friends, me and my group, you are more than welcome. And let's do this.